Awesome. Oh, look at that. Been recognized as one of FlightAware's top fans. I don't know what that means, but thank you, Facebook.
Altimeter 3006. RNAV approach runway 24 in use. Notice to airmen, crane 3.5 nautical miles east of Bowman Field, 225 feet AGL. Hazardous weather information for Kentucky and the surrounding area available on high watch for flight service frequencies. All aircraft read back hold chart instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise on this contact. You have information Zulu. Bowman Airport information Zulu, 2053 Zulu, observation, wind variable 4, visibility 10, ceiling 4,500 overcast, temperature 16, dew point 10, altimeter 3006, RNAV approach runway 24 in use. Notice to airmen, crane 3.5 nautical miles east of Bowman Field, 225 feet AGL. Hazardous weather information for Kentucky and the surrounding area available on high watch for flight service frequencies. All aircraft read back hold chart instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise on this contact. You have information Zulu.
Have Zulu. Okay, now when I call this clearance, clearance is 118.9. Saying Bowman clearance, what did I say the other day? To LOU?
Instruments back to Louisville Bowman, yep.
Back to Louisville Bowman.
Aircraft checking in on Bowman ground, heavy loud and clear.
Thank you.
Do I tell them I have Zulu? I'm just getting my clearance.
Yeah, I usually make that, hold that for the ground controller. So
Okay.
you'll make the clearance call, get your clearance, and then sometimes that happens well in advance of you actually taxiing, sometimes in some scenarios. And then when you call for taxi, you'll tell them, like you always have, you're at LEA with Zulu and clearance ready to taxi.
Okay. Bowman clearance 411 Hotel Zulu, instruments back to Bowman.
Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu, Bowman ground and clearance clear to the Lima Oscar Uniform Airport as filed. Maintain 2,500, expect 5,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.07, squawk 4530.
Louisville has filed 2,500, expect 5,010, 132.07, squawk 4530.
Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, read back correct. Can you accept the air level departure?
That's affirmative.
Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, roger, and contact me on ground 121.8 when ready to taxi.
Contact you on ground when ready to taxi 1 Hotel Zulu.
Good evening, Bowman ground, Cessna 62 Lima uniform is LEA. We'd like a northeast departure of VFR.
My recommendation here is that now that you've got your clearance, to go ahead and put it in the flight plan page. We kind of waited and did that at the runway last time, but it's a good idea to go ahead and do it while you're sitting here.
62 Lima uniform, 224.
Cessna 2 uniform, and again, say request for departure.
VFR northeast, we have Zulu.
Cessna 2 uniform, roger. Remain outside of class Charlie. Current, we're cutting new ATIS right now. Current wind is variable at 3 altimeter 3006.
After that, we'll taxi VFR 224 and say Charlie 62 Lima uniform.
So the steps from getting your clearance to taxiing, there's no rush or hurry to do the two right together.
Right.
When I was flying corporate, we would you know, sometimes get our clearance
information uniform now. Correction.
before the passengers were even there, and then, you know, it'd be 15 minutes later when we were calling to taxi.
So do I want to activate this?
Yeah, that'll be our first step. Let's go to the flight plan. Yeah, so I wasn't watching your keystrokes there, but so...
so this is where I should have put it.
Yeah, right there. Yep. Yeah, that middle one's going to be...
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, you can go ahead and put Bowman in there too. Perfect.
Should be in my map screen. Like that should be up here centered some more.
This view button lets you change.
There we go.
Well, you must have preferred it
That's what I
forward
want.
instead of center.
Okie doke. Guess we're ready to, I need to call ground, tell them I'm ready to taxi. On the ground, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu is at LEA with information Zulu ready to taxi with clearance.
Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu, Bowman ground, runway 24, taxi via hotel.
Runway 24 via hotel, 411 Hotel Zulu.
Kind of clear, right?
Yeah, I hope this nose wheel's going straight. Our brakes are working.
I'll check my side. Good on the right.
We're really cutting it close with this plane right here.
Yeah, I've never liked this little spot. Especially when they have the fuel truck parked a little closer.
Yeah, I guess the fuel truck's not working, so we'll have to fuel up. We can stop in Danville and
Yeah, you know, Danville's got some of the cheapest fuel
get some cheap gas.
around, but if we decide to do that, we make sure we
Close our flight plan.
close our flight plan out. Yeah.
I was telling Randy what our original plan was, and he said, "Are you going to stop at Springfield and get some cheap gas?" I said, "Well, we're going there first." Hit a lot of bugs when they were flying today because I had to clean off the windscreen and the wings. Doke. Left handle pin is removed. Seatbelt shoulder harness is good. Doors are latched. Brakes hold. Flight controls free and correct. Trim set for takeoff. Autopilot is disconnected. Lap set to 50. Flight and engine instruments check. In the green. Go to take this to runway 24 for right now. The quantity is confirmed. Fuel selector's on the fullest. Color check. Positive. Caution lights are out. Authentication. Go to the right.
Bowling ground, Scotland 8756 Zulu Whiskey. Just pulled out of the East Tees. Got information November, and I'm looking for clearance.
To the left. Back to both.
Over 756 Zulu Whiskey, Bowling ground, say again.
Yeah, just pulled out of the East Tees. Over here looking for clearance. Got information November.
That is to
756 Zulu Whiskey, Bowling ground clearance. Clear to the Victor Juliet India Airport as filed. Maintain 2,500. Expect 7,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.07. Squawk 6774.
Alright, clear to Victor Juliet India. Climb maintain 2,500. Expect 710 minutes after departure. The 13207. Squawking 6774 for 6 Zulu Whiskey.
756 Zulu Whiskey, read back correct. Can you accept the Air Devil departure?
That's affirmative on the Air Devil 6 Zulu Whiskey.
756 Zulu Whiskey, roger. And are you ready to taxi?
That's affirmative.
756 Zulu Whiskey, roger. Runway 24, taxi via hotel or Mike Hotel.
Alright, we'll go Mike Hotel to 246 Zulu Whiskey.
okay, switching to tower, ready to taxi. Is there anything in my run-up that you see that should be different, or?
Nope. Nope, I haven't noticed anything.
I'm open to anything that you might want to add.
Bowman Tower, Colonel 508 on the visual 24.
Colonel 508, Bowman Tower, under left base, runway 24.
Colonel left base 24, Colonel 508.
So in this scenario, we're both instrument departures. He's going to have to get instrument releases for both of us. So the courteous thing to do is
stop short.
Yeah, just stop short in case he lets him off first. I didn't know. I didn't pick up what direction he's going, but
right.
Yeah, and just you can call in ready, you know, and then whoever gets the release first will get to take off first, basically.
Okay. Bowman Tower, Cirrus 411, Hotel Zulu is holding short 24.
Cirrus 411, Hotel Zulu, Bowman Tower, hold short runway 24, waiting high for release.
Holding short 24, waiting for release, 1 Hotel Zulu.
Number 1 Hotel Zulu, pull up and hold short runway 24, numbers release.
Pulling up, 1 Hotel Zulu. Got me in trouble.
Well, actually, no, he
probably knows.
Uniform, runway 24, clear option.
Yeah, him saying that is not, you're not in trouble.
I know.
He recognizes the...
08, going to be number 2, following a Cessna on a right downwind turning base. Spacing will be good, runway 24, clear to land.
Alright, we'll be looking for him, clear to land, 24, Colonel 508.
Alright, whiskey uniform, start base.
Start base, whiskey uniform.
I've actually in the past I've done the opposite, and really kind of didn't get in trouble, but got scolded a little bit because they had already gotten a release for the guy behind me,
right? And
I cut him off, and it was like a Pilatus or something, and so they actually made me taxi down the runway, taxi down, get off, and come back down the taxiway. So yeah, I'd much rather
be safe than sorry.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're letting them make the decision instead of you, and it works out better. That's
wind calm.
A little high, a little fast, look like. We were sitting here one day today. I took my wife, of course, on her first ride in the plane, and there's one coming in, and it's headed straight toward us, and it's doing this, and she goes, "Is that gonna hit us? Is that gonna hit us?"
Hopefully Harrison Ford wasn't flying. So in this case, this aircraft that's landing is also on an instrument flight plan because he said that he was on the visual for 2-4.
Right.
And so it wouldn't be possible for them to release us. Well, actually, scratch that because we're going on there double. So technically, they could release us with him still on the approach.
November 8 Whiskey uniform, you're behind a Pilatus on a mile final for 2-4, spacing is good. Runway 33, cleared option.
Cleared off 3.
But in a situation where there wasn't the Air Devil departure, or we had declined the Air Devil departure, and we had to take off of your instrument,
right?
And there are, not for us necessarily as private operators, but like if you're Part 135, for instance, there's scenarios where you would have to decline the Air Devil departure. And so in that case, they wouldn't be able to clear us ahead of him if he was within the bubble of protection.
Right.
So.
Cheers, 1 Hotel Zulu, just be advised, we're waiting on departure for your release, sir.
We're advised, 1 Hotel Zulu.
And Bowman Tower, 6 Zulu Whiskey is out here ready for 2-4 as well.
Alright, 756 Zulu Whiskey, Bowman Tower, Roger, hold short, runway 24, still waiting on your release as well.
Alright, we'll be holding short, 6 Zulu Whiskey.
Chronos 508, turn left there, Juliet, and contact ground.
Alright, okay, ground, over the ground, Chronos 508.
IFR departures off Bowman are always better off of runway 6 or 15.
Headed away from
Stanford. Doesn't make a ton of sense to me because we're doing the Air Devil anyway, but
right.
In mind.
Probably going to give us a left turn. That hawk from the other day. Get my Cirrus XM remote working for this thing. I'm paying for it. Just can't listen to it because the remote doesn't work.
Oh, really?
November Whiskey Uniform extender down on fire base.
You can push one button.
They're trying to get you out.
Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, appreciate your patience. Fly the air double departure, turn direct Richmond, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Turn direct Richmond, clear for takeoff on 241 Hotel Zulu.
Cirrus 2950 Delta Bowman Tower.
Yeah.
So what's going to be my turn to?
Is
124
Zulu Whiskey by chance able to get by?
24?
Negative for number 50 Delta.
Roger, hold short 24.
I can take off at Bravo if that helps you, 6 Zulu Whiskey.
6 Zulu Whiskey, yeah. Taxi, runway 24 Bravo, taxi via hotel, and I have your release then.
Alright, Zulu Whiskey's going down to Bravo on Hotel 6 Zulu Whiskey.
November 6 Zulu Whiskey, fly the air double departure as well. Turn left heading 120.
Should have changed my frequency.
Clear for takeoff.
Alright, 24 Bravo, clear for takeoff left to 120 to the air Devil 6 Zulu Whiskey.
November 8 Whiskey Uniform, base turn approved. Thank you, sir. Runway 24, cleared option.
Cleared option 24.
Hey, cabs are available. Flaps coming up. On maps.
November 1 Hotel Zulu, request PIRAPS, contact departure.
We'll report. Contact departure, 1 Hotel Zulu.
November 1 Hotel Zulu, what's your on course to Richmond?
16124.
You said 124?
Affirmative.
Roger.
How am I going to give him a pirate if I'm contacting the pilot?
Yeah, I thought
Or 2 Tango Papa IFR cancellation or 6 maintain VFR.
2 Tango Papa, let me know when I can go down.
Number 2 Tango Papa VFR descent your discretion. The only aircraft we're seeing between you and the airport are in the pattern of Clark County. Change advisory is approved.
2 Tango Papa, thank you very much, sir.
Number 3 Bravo Sierra, turn left heading of 350, descend to maintain 2,500.
Alright, left 350, 2,500, and we have the field of sight for Bravo Sierra.
3 Bravo Sierra, roger.
Global approach, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu's with you climbing through 2,200.
November 401 Hotel Zulu, Louisville departure, radar contact.
Columbia 1423 Alpha 8000.
November 1423 Alpha, Louisville approach, Louisville altimeter 3006.
On the air Devil.
Columbia 1423 Alpha 8000.
We do have the responsibility to maintain VFR. And it looks like we'll be able to do that at this altitude. But if we couldn't, you'd have to descend to stay out of it until they give you a climb.
Right.
It's odd that they do. Typically they do that right away.
3 Bravo Sierra, cleared visual approach runway 24, kind of Grumman Tower 1925.
They cleared the visual 24 and over 925, this is Bravo Sierra. Louisville 756 Zulu Whiskey's with you at 2,000 going to 256 Zulu Whiskey.
Number 756 Zulu Whiskey, Louisville departure, radar contact. November 6 Zulu Whiskey, proceed on course to Victor Juliet, India.
Alright, on course, Victor Juliet, India, 6 Zulu Whiskey.
Lobo 474, descend to maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Lobo 474.
Cirrus 102 Zulu, climb maintain 5,000.
Climb maintain 5,000, 411 Hotel Zulu.
Good use of the altitude, bud. And on the course, you can either, choose to fly left a little bit to intercept the course,
Direct enter, yeah.
or direct enter, yeah. main thing would not be, particularly for the check ride, and not flying along with, hey, there you go. Bill is in the clouds. Congratulations.
Do we know what the tops are on these? Will we get to the top, or?
That's kind of what the PIREP is all about, right? So you,
Right.
the tower is asking, but as a reminder, you can pass it along to the approach and departure controllers. But we won't worry about that too much today. I want you to focus on your flight lesson.
13.7 for 8,000. King Air 908 Hotel Alpha, will approach level altimeter 3006, verify the weather NOTAMs at Clark County, and say approach request.
And we're getting those, the weather and the NOTAMs at this point. We'll get back with you.
In between layers now.
Yeah. 1,000 feet to go. I can get back on my heading.
November 6 Zulu Whiskey, turn left heading at 090, vector climb maintain 7,000.
Alright, 090, vector climb maintain 7,000, 6 Zulu Whiskey.
Roger, Blue Street 5277 through 2,000 for 5,000 RNAV to drop up.
Blue Street 5277 on Louisville departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, 10,000.
10,000, Blue Street 5277.
Lobo 474, turn left heading at 260, to maintain 3,000.
Left 260 down to 3,000, Lobo 474.
Southwest 154, to maintain 4,000.
Descend to 4,000, Southwest 154.
Approach 8 Hotel Alpha, we're expecting a visual at Clark County.
Or 8 Hotel Alpha, roger, expect that, roger.
I think we got a nice wall of clouds right ahead of us here, so it's going to work out good.
For who?
For you, log in some actual time.
November 6 Zulu Whiskey, leaving 6,000, proceed on course.
Alright, leaving 6,000, proceed on course, 6 Zulu Whiskey.
You know, in hindsight, that's going to be kind of a boring video now that I think about it. Be white out.
200, maintain 3,000, still establish on localizer. Clear out, runway 17 left approach.
Left 200, maintain 3,000 until established on ILS 17 left approach, Louisville, Lobo 474.
Roger, 4344, 1500, climb at 5,000.
Precode 4344, Louisville departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, 4344.
Really, it's not much different than having goggles on.
Reaching 4,000, reduced speed of 180.
Other than you got a little moisture.
Put 189, Southwest 154.
Blue Street 5277, contact Indy Center 126.37.
2637, Blue Street 5277, see ya.
You can bring that boost pump off.
Number 6 Zulu Whiskey, and proceed on course.
Thank you.
Alright, going on course, 6 Zulu Whiskey.
Bogey 55 Louisville approach, expect runway 17 left, descend and maintain 6,000. Lobo 474, contact tower 124.2.
Switch tower, Lobo 474.
Southwest 154, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend to 3,000, Southwest 154.
Alright, so the things you would think about upon entering IMC or
Bogey 55, proceed
prior to it, ideally, you mentioned the precip for the, you see the condensation forming. As long as it's moving, it's staying liquid. Right. So one of the telltale signs of icing encounter, that you see that precip or condensation that was moving kind of come to a stop.
Right.
or slow down and kind of hesitate. Of course, we're outside air temperature of 48 degrees, so we're not worrying about that today. But
Number 1 Hotel Zulu, contact Lexington approach on 120.75.
12075, 1 Hotel Zulu.
Creek Yard 4344, contact ND Center 126.37.
2637, 4344, see you.
Just by way of reminder, we were talking about the RNAV for 36, if they ask. 2075. You can just swap it back into the standby.
075?
20.75. So 2 more that way. There you go.
Lexington approach, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu is with you at 5,000.
November 411 Hotel Zulu, Lexington approach. Good afternoon, altimeter 3007. Understand you're going to practice approach at Richmond first?
That is affirmative.
Roger, sir, and I advise when you have the weather and NOTAMs at the Richmond airport, say type approach requesting.
What do we say?
Say we have the weather and NOTAMs at Richmond, request the RNAV 36.
We have the weather and NOTAMs at Richmond, request the RNAV 36. 1 Hotel Zulu.
Lex approach 756 Zulu Whiskey is 5.4 for 7,000.
November 3 Romeo Victor approach. November 443 Romeo Victor, Lexington approach. November 756 Zulu Whiskey, Lexington approach, altimeter 3007.
Alright, 3007 for 6 Zulu Whiskey, and the bases out here were right around 4,400.
November 6 Zulu Whiskey, thank you, sir.
Occurred to me she never acknowledged that last call tonight. Repeat, this is, Lexington approach, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu. You can say we have the numbers as a short way of saying you have the weather and NOTAMs. And we have the numbers at Richmond, request the RNAV 36.
Lexington approach, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu. We have the numbers for Richmond and request the localizer runway.
RNAV 36.
Request the RNAV 36.
That's Danville.
Zulu, Roger, you can expect that.
We can expect that, 411 Hotel Zulu. For some reason I thought that's where we were going first.
All right, so we've been told to expect that approach, and so that would be our cue to brief it, and to get it loaded up in the GPS.
November 411 Hotel Zulu, descend and maintain 4,000, clear direct to MOP.
Descend and maintain 4,000, clear to Chimop, 1 Hotel Zulu.
Altitude 4,000, and once you get that approach loaded up, you'll be able to fly to Chuma.
Teacher, select approach.
and you can activate it. There you go. So you've got direct zoom off on the RNAV 36.
Piedmont 4887 Lexington departure radar contact common maintaining 10,000 turn left heading 140. November 000 descend and maintain 7,000 correct altitude for direction of flight.
Lexington stops out here, 6,500.
Thanks, sir.
We're going to go to Geomop, and then we'll take probably a left turn to a net.
Skywell. Contact Indy Center 124.62. Good day.
That's right. We've got about 12 minutes to Geomop, so got some time to brief up the approach here before we get into it. We'll get our plan of action together. Watch your altitude.
Yep. Just saw that.
Yeah, keep going up.
Okay, the AWATS is 119,625. Wrong one in.
It's 119er.
Zulu observation. Wind calm visibility. Visibility 10. ceiling 2,800, broken 4,800, overcast, temperature 15 Celsius, dew point 12, altimeter 3007. Central Kentucky Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 2240 Zulu. Weather. Wind 280 at 3. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2,800. Broken 4,800. Overcast. Temperature 15 Celsius. Dew point 12. Altimeter 3007. Central Kentucky Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 2241 Zulu. Weather. Wind 280 at 4. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2,800. Broken 4,800. Overcast. Temperature 15 Celsius. Dew point 12. Altimeter 3007.
Did they say the wind?
It might have been one calm.
Central Kentucky Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 2241 Zulu. Weather. Wind 280 at 4. Visibility
280 at 4. So we got the weather. Lexington approach is going to be 120.15.
Yeah, or 2075 works too.
Okay.
Usually, often it's the same control.
Unit count is going to be 122.725.
So we're having a consistent trend of being blown to the right of our course. Have you seen that?
Yes.
And so we're flying a heading that's essentially aligned with our course, but if you look, we've got a left crosswind of about 21 knots. And so we've got to grab into that a bit to be able to stay on course, or it'll just keep blowing us further out to the southwest.
We're 20 miles from Jumob.
Lexington 118, Lexington approach, Lexington altimeter 3008, ident.
This is where it gets good. Definitely, we're in the foggles, so you're in and out of it, bouncing you around a little bit.
Yeah.
Lexington 118, radar contact 20 miles east of Lexington.
One of the things you can get also with these layers like this is you can get a false horizon that's out there.
Right.
And that can be
oops, sorry about that.
Disorienting.
Okay, so to finish up the briefing, when we hit Jumob, we'll turn towards the net. At net, we need to be at 3,100 feet. Something I thought about yesterday, watching my video, is I'm going to start setting my altitude bug for each one of these as we cross them. Hopefully that'll help me.
Yeah.
I'd bust.
It's a very good idea.
Okay, is it still moving on the windshield, or is it just...
It's just gotten really...
3,200.
That's for you, 3,200.
3,200, 1 Hotel Zulu.
It's just gotten really thin, kind of just...
Lexington 756 Zulu Whiskey, any chance I could block between 7 and 8? I'm just barely on top, kind of going in and out, making a little bumpy.
For 6 Zulu Whiskey, what altitudes for your request?
Well, 9er will work. I'm barely on top of this one. I'm going to have to go all the way to 9er, just kind of keep going in and out. I'm just going to climb a little to get out of it.
6 Zulu Whiskey, Roger. Climb and maintain 8,000.
All right, on up to 8,000. 6 Zulu Whiskey, thanks.
Miss 6 Zulu Whiskey, once you get up to 8,000, let me know if that doesn't work for you.
All right, roger that. Yeah, I believe it's going to. I'm already out on 6 Zulu Whiskey, thanks.
All right, I'll just go ahead and make the change. I'll amend you so the next sector knows that you're going to be at 8,000, and just let me know if you need to come back down or go back up.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'll just keep going in and out, and it's not going to get any better, so we'll go on up and get out of it. Thanks.
6 Zulu Whiskey, Roger, maintain 8,000.
All right, 8,000, 6 Zulu Whiskey.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think for now we're going to be below it, so better put these on. If we go back in, then I'll let you take them off. But
I'm on load.
I can pretty well see all the way to the airport right now. So, but Danville behind us is where it's still kind of socked in. So I've got the controls. I control. So hopefully it'll be a little better at Danville. I really would like you to get as many approaches in as you can in the actual too.
Okay,
Yeah, the controls. Your controls.
Got me off course again. Or actually, should I be following the purple line or the green line?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk through that a little bit. So the green line is your course deviation, right? And right now it says 5 nautical miles, and then 10 nautical miles on the outer ring. So if that course deviation indicator is halfway to the 5 nautical mile ring, you're 2.5 miles off course from a lateral standpoint. And so you can correct for that.
Contact India. 121.0.
The magenta line is representative of the same magenta line here and the one here. It's more about your orientation to your course. And so, but it's from a course tracking perspective,
the green
goes to be a solid line with those top and bottom arrows there. Sure. Okay.
So when we hit Jumop, everything is going to change automatically, right?
That's right. Yeah, as far as the course goes, yeah.
Right.
And the GPS will give you a flash for an upcoming turn with the next turn.
1 Hotel Zulu, after completion of the RNAV 36 approach at Richmond, enter control airspace heading 360, maintain 3000 and return to this frequency.
We'll enter controlled airspace heading 360 up to 3000 and back to you at 1 Hotel Zulu. (360) 3000 and 2075.
Miles to Jumop.
Well, if you want to take your goggles off again, hold them for you. Watch your altitude.
Waypoint, we're at Jumop, so start a left turn.
Good.
And a right turn.
There's a bit of traffic between you and the helipad. Wind at the airport at 3003. Radar service terminated. Change to 566.
Now I can start down to, no, I'm not in the net yet.
Just 1 Hotel Zulu, 5 miles from a net. Maintain 3,100 until established on the final approach course. Clear to the RNAV runway 36 approach to Richmond.
Maintain 3,100 until established on RNAV at Richmond 1 Hotel Zulu. Please tell me now I can go down to 3,100.
That's correct.
I'm going to put the other ones on so I can see. I can't see without them. Got the plane.
I got the controls set. We need some prescription goggles, maybe.
I need to get a hood.
Yeah. I need to look for mine. Mine might be in my flight bag, but it is on your controls.
My controls. Let's stay at 3,100 till I hit a net, which is in 3 miles. And I need to start configuring.
I configure, no less than 2 miles before Sig Joe, in this case, on an approach fix.
Okay, there's a net.
Not yet.
Oh, it's at waypoint.
Yeah. You see this guy here on your flight plan?
Yeah.
It's showing your still between, that is actually letting you lead the turn, so you can go ahead and it's based on that on the wind and your speed and everything. So you can go ahead and start your turn.
2462, 6 Whiskey. Thanks for the help today.
Legion C96 with you. We got a 14-8 across Darby at 11.
Legion 96 Lexington approach, placing customer 3008 across Darby at or below 1.
Passing a net.
10,000.
Darby at or below.
Down to Sig Joe, you've got
Legion C96.
Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, change to advisory frequency is approved about 10 minutes.
Change advisory frequency approved, 1 Hotel Zulu. I'm at 3,100. I can go down to 2,600.
Let's switch over to the Unicom in a moment. That way we can hear what's going on out ahead of us. Central Kentucky Regional, Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, 7 mile final runway 36 on the RNAV 36 approach, Central Kentucky Regional. Alright, so we're about 2.5 miles out of your final approach fix, 2 miles now. That's a good place to be having her slowed back. And your first notch of flaps in, just approach flaps. Remember we talked about holding on the full flaps until that final approach leg. go. Good catch and good correction.
I can put in my first notch now.
Yeah. That way you're configured for your next descent, which starts very shortly.
That will be to 1860.
Good, we're going down. Yeah, bring the power out and get your descent going. There you go. Central Kentucky Regional, Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, 4 mile final runway 36 on the RNAV 36 approach. Central Kentucky Regional. Alright, so we're a mile from Briggy. We need to be at 1860 at Briggy. And past that, we're going to go down to 1460. I've got just a little bit of time to lose about 900 feet. Central Kentucky Regional, Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, 2 mile final runway 36, Central Kentucky Regional. Alright, so 2 mile final, it's speed permitting. Let's slow down a little bit. Lose about 10 knots. You can get your full flaps in. Boost pump on. There's flap speed.
Vision altitude's 1278.
1460 for us.
Oh, looked at the wrong one.
Alright, just make a small correction on the left to get that course trued up. They're real small. There you go. Alright, so we're about 100 feet above. Take a look.
$500.
Are we going to lane or are we going to go mist?
What would you do at this?
Probably go mist.
Okay, let's do it. $360 and 3,000. Central Kentucky Regional, Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, departure leg runway 36, and we'll be departing the pattern to the north. Alright, let's go back to Lexington. Oh. Is that the mixture control?
And back to Lexington.
That's what that was, right? The mixture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, pumped it.
Yeah, just let them know we're with you off of Central Kentucky Route 2600.
Lexington approach, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu is with you, climbing through 2,700 off of Richmond.
November 411 Hotel Zulu, Lexington, departure ident.
There's 3000.
IDN 1 Hotel Zulu.
Endeavor 5021, contact Indy Center 126.37, good day.
2637, there, 5021, yeah.
Canadian Foxtrot Victor Delta Charlie, contact Indy Center 124.22, good day.
What's coming in your flight plan?
Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, your radar contact 4 miles north of the Richmond Airport. Selections now altimeter 3008. What's your first approach, or what's your next approach request to Danville?
That's the localizer 30.
It'd be the local.